Another week, another shootout. This time it was Melbourne, where Athan Boursinos, a 21-year-old man with alleged ties to city's criminal underworld, was shot dead in a targeted daylight attack in Wallard, north of the city. Police say the killing, which took place around 9 a.m. on July 30th, appears to have been planned and deliberate. The victim's body was found beside a running grey BMW, with the door open and the car riddled with bullet holes. A confrontation is believed to have occurred just before the shooting in nearby Game Lane. A burnt-out vehicle later found in reservoir is also being investigated as the possible getaway car. Boursinos was reportedly linked to the January 2025 execution of gangland figure and ex-Mongols bikie Sam Abdulrahim, who was shot dead in the car park. Though no charges have been laid in that case, Boursinos was suspected of being either the shooter or the getaway driver. Reports suggest that Boursinos had a reputation as a contract killer, also possibly involved in the killing of a money launderer in Mickleham, a suburb connected to jailed kingpin George Merogi and his notorious crime family. Adding to the complexity, Boursinos' father has been a Victoria police officer, raising questions about whether insider protection may have shielded him from earlier investigations. Police have not commented on these allegations but confirmed that the victim was known to law enforcement. Locals reported hearing gunshots and seeing the victim collapse. Police are appealing for CCTV footage as the homicide squad continues its investigation, with some suggesting the killing was revenge for Abdulrahim's murder. The incident adds fuel to Melbourne's growing gangland conflict. At the time of his death, the victim was preparing to drive to the magistrate's court, where he was scheduled to appear.
Police! Search warrant! Open the door! Open the door! Contact. It's the police! Open the door!
It's a female voice.
Female voice. Female voice.
Apes in
No. Police! Search warrant! Open the door!
Our next update is from Sydney, where a newly identified criminal group known as G7 is under intense police scrutiny for its alleged role in a series of violent crimes across the city. According to NSW Police, the group is made up mostly of young men from Sydney's southwest and is believed to be working independently for several major organised crime networks, including the Alameddines, the Hamzis clan and possibly for the Kaz Hamad syndicate. Over the past few months, 13 people linked to G7 have been arrested and charged in connection with public shootings, home invasions, and motor vehicle thefts. The group is reportedly not loyal to any one faction but has been recruited to carry out jobs for multiple feuding underworld organizations. Detective Superintendent Jason Box, head of Task Force Falcon, said police first became aware of G7 while investigating the supply of stolen vehicles being used in criminal activities. So far, police have recovered 17 staged vehicles believed to be connected to the group. In one chilling incident in Maryland, more than 40 bullets were fired into 2 homes during a drive-by shooting. A mother and her 4 children narrowly avoided being hit. In another case, a person was stabbed and seriously injured. While no deaths have been directly linked to the group yet, police warn that several victims have come dangerously close. In just the past week, 4 more suspects aged between 18 and 21 were arrested. Video released by NSW Police shows one 21-year-old man being taken into custody in the middle of the street in Nauru. He was later charged with possessing a shortened firearm and participating in a criminal group. Police also raided properties in Greystanes and Menai, seizing a shotgun, ammunition, 14 mobile phones, 1 kilogram of cocaine, and nearly $30,000 in cash. The investigation remains ongoing, with authorities estimating that over 30 individuals are either members or associates of G7. Detective Superintendent Box said the arrests may have stopped the group from carrying out more violent acts and hoped the disruption would slow their momentum. Next we move to Surfers Paradise, where as part of Operation Discompose, officers from the Organised Crime Gangs Group, with help from Gold Coast District Police, arrested a 36-year-old Broadbeach man while he was getting a fresh cut at Ace of Fade's Barbers, on Orchid Avenue.
It's a warrant for your arrest at the moment.
Mid-fade and halfway through his haircut, police stopped the clippers and made the arrest, leaving the man with more than just an unfinished style. He was also found with cocaine and $9,000 in cash. Search warrants at nearby properties on 2nd Avenue in Broad Beach and Leonard Avenue in Surfers Paradise turned up more cocaine, phones, prescription meds, and even a money counter. The 36-year-old was hit with charges including failing to appear, possessing a dangerous drug, possessing property linked to drug crime, and possessing suspected proceeds of crime. Also arrested was a 28-year-old Surfers Paradise man, charged with 2 counts of drug possession, along with drug supply, drug utensils, property connected to drug offending, and contravening a digital access order. Both men are expected to face Southport Magistrates Court. Staying in Queensland, we move to Kearney Spring where a 49-year-old man has been hit with a staggering 69 charges after police uncovered a stockpile of weapons, drugs, and exploitation material during a 3-day raid on his cluttered Milton Street home.
Is now a crime scene. The reason why it's a crime scene is I'm investigating the trafficking of dangerous drugs and the unlawful supply of firearms.
Footage released by authorities reveals a scene straight out of a real-life episode of Hoarders. The inside of the property was overwhelmed with clutter, boxes stacked all the way to the ceiling, piles of rubbish crammed into every spare inch of floor space, and furniture barely visible beneath the mess. Amid the chaos, a cat wandered casually through the debris. From July 16 to 18, police from multiple specialist units, including the Toowoomba Protracted Operations Team and the Tactical Crime Squad, carried out a crime scene warrant and spent days combing through the mountain of mess. What they found was alarming. The haul included 14 firearms, a 3D printed gun silencer, around 1,200 rounds of ammunition, 250 grams of gunpowder, a taser, several knives, and a variety of restricted medications. They also seized 16 grams of meth, 5 grams of amphetamine, 50 grams of testosterone, and a pile of drug paraphernalia. Tucked away among the clutter were 2 mobile phones allegedly containing exploitation material, leading to an additional 42 charges. The 49-year-old was taken into custody and has since been remanded. He's expected to appear again in the Toowoomba Magistrates Court. The next update is from Sydney's Supreme Court, where the high-profile murder trial of Samuel John Rocco Makaza is now underway. He is accused of playing a key role in the targeted assassination of notorious crime figure Bilal Hamzi, who was gunned down in the heart of Sydney's CBD in June 2021. Prosecutors allege that Samuel acted as the getaway driver on the night of the attack and was working closely with members of the rival Alameddine crime network. The shooting took place during a peak in the violent gangland feud between the Hamzi and Alameddine families, both major players in Sydney's organised crime scene. The court was told that Bilal Hamzi had moved to the CBD with his wife and child due to safety concerns. He was leaving after dinner at the time he was ambushed, and shot 10 times. The gunman escaped in a black Audi, which was later found burned out in Northwood. Samuel is also on trial for allegedly conspiring to murder Bilal's brother, Ibrahim Hamzi. That plot was foiled by a patrol officer. Prosecutors claim Samuel committed these crimes to earn the trust of the Alameddine clan, referring to one of its senior members, Jamal Alameddine, as his uncle. They say his loyalty was rewarded financially, with unexplained income in his bank account. The trial is expected to delve deep into the bloody power struggle between the Hamzi and Alameddine families, a feud that left at least 7 people dead across Sydney. Bilal Hamzi was not only a key figure in the Hamzi network but also the cousin of Brothers for Life founder and convicted crime boss Bassem Hamzi, who remains behind bars in Goulburn Supermax prison. Samuel Rocco Makaza has pleaded not guilty to all charges. The trial, which is expected to run for 8 weeks, is being closely watched as it brings some of Sydney's most dangerous underworld rivalries into the courtroom spotlight. Up next is a chilling first for Australian law enforcement. A 20-year-old man has been charged with supplying vape liquid mixed with nitazine, a synthetic opioid so potent it makes fentanyl look mild. Authorities say he ran a high-tech operation, disguising danger behind fruity flavors and slick branding, all for profit. The arrest marks the latest chapter in a growing war against synthetic opioids and a reminder that the next hit could come from a vape pen, not a needle.
Please start trying to open the door! Please start trying to open the door!
The arrest follows a major investigation by the NSW Police Drug and Firearms Squad under Strike Force Southminster, which was launched to target the supply of nitazines across the city. Detectives allege that between March and July 2025, the 20-year-old operated a sophisticated drug distribution network, selling vape vials infused with the highly potent opioid. On Friday 1st of August, police executed a search warrant at a property in Revesby, seizing vape hardware, electronics, around $7,000 in cash, 2 imitation firearms, and an electrical weapon. At the same time, the man was arrested at Liverpool Police Station and charged with supplying a prohibited drug in a commercial quantity, as well as dealing with the proceeds of crime. He was refused bail in Parramatta Local Court and is set to reappear in Burwood Local Court in September. Just days later, police opened a seized safe from the Revesby address and uncovered another 1.8 kilograms of nitazine, bringing the total seized to 2.1 kilograms. Detectives say that the man prepared, branded, and sold vials, marketed as supercharged, purely for profit. Detective Superintendent John Watson called the method of distribution deeply concerning. Nitazines are highly addictive and potentially lethal. Lacing vape liquid with these opioids is a calculated move to hook users. It's dangerous and entirely driven by profit, he said. He also reminded the public that it is illegal to vape nicotine without a prescription in New South Wales and warned that black market vapes may contain toxic substances, or in this case, a synthetic opioid stronger than fentanyl. Back in Sydney, where 2 men accused of running a multi-million-dollar fraud and money laundering syndicate across the city have been charged after a major police sting. The arrests came after detectives from the State Crime Command's Financial Crime Squad, working with the New South Wales Crime Commission, launched Strike Force Middleton in January 2024 to investigate a criminal group targeting automotive finance companies. Initial inquiries revealed that the group was using stolen personal details to apply for loans and purchase high-end ghost cars that didn't exist. 6 people had already been charged in connection with the scheme, and $18 million in assets were previously frozen by authorities. Further investigation revealed the syndicate was involved in wide-ranging fraud, including personal, business and home loans, defrauding multiple financial institutions. On Wednesday 30th of July, police executed 10 search warrants at locations across various Sydney suburbs including Sydney CBD. The raids led to the seizure of luxury goods worth $4.1 million, including 2 Bentleys, a Ferrari 360, over $33,000 in multiple currencies, 1 firearm, 2 tasers, body armor and a small quantity of illegal drugs. The Crime Commission also froze an additional $20 million in assets, bringing the total value of restrained property to $53 million. A 38-year-old man was arrested and taken to Day Street Police Station, where he was hit with 87 charges. These include directing criminal group activity, 57 counts of obtaining financial advantage by deception, multiple counts of dealing with the proceeds of crime, using false documents, and firearms and drug offenses. He was refused bail and is due to appear at Downing Local Court, where police say he committed fraud worth $12.9 million. In a separate arrest at Seaforth, a 34-year-old man was taken to Manly Police Station and charged with 107 offenses, including participating in a criminal group, 19 counts of obtaining financial advantage by deception, and 87 counts of dealing with the proceeds of crime. He too was refused bail and is expected to face Manly Local Court, accused of defrauding $4 million. Police will allege both men were the ringleaders of this sophisticated criminal scheme. It is unclear if they were connected to any bikie club or known organized crime syndicate as investigations under Strike Force Middleton are ongoing. Next up is a story reported by The Age, about Fink's world commander Ali Bilal, who's at the center of a secretive security deal with the government of Nauru. According to the newspaper, Bilal, who once changed his name to Tony Soprano, is accused of using his Canberra-based companies, Safe Hands Group and Black Dog Group Services, to supply private guards to the island nation. These guards were reportedly paid $120,000 a year to work 6 months at a time on the island. Despite his long-standing links to outlaw motorcycle clubs and criminal records, Bilal was able to secure contracts through this arrangement, raising major questions around oversight and accountability. The newspaper further reports that the Department of Home Affairs has denied any direct involvement, but internal messages show the Australian Federal Police were aware of the deployments and had been coordinating logistics with Nauru Airlines. Critics are calling this deal a red flag, as this means taxpayer funds will be lining the pockets of bikie-run businesses, especially in places already plagued by corruption allegations. While Nauru removed details of its leadership team after media inquiries, it's also been revealed that others with ties to Bilal and the Finks were appointed to senior roles in the same security company. This all comes just months after Australia signed a $40 million treaty with Nauru for policing and security support. Ali Bilal has denied being involved with any outlaw motorcycle club, though police maintain he is the Finks world president. If you're looking for more thrilling and edgy bikie and organized crime updates, feel free to hit that subscribe button and share it around. Drop a like, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. And just a heads up, there are plenty of channels out there stealing our stories and pushing out knockoff versions. Don't fall for it. Support the originals, support the ones doing the real work, not the copycats. We're genuinely grateful for every like, every subscription, and especially every comment, and yes, we read them all. Stay tuned, stay curious, stay awesome, and take care. Wu-Tang.